Hey creative friends, welcome to my channel, and here we are. It is Saturday, June the 3rd, 2023. I'm thinking about the county fair. That's what happens in July. I'm already preparing. But anyway, today's June the 3rd, 2023, and this is Saturday Happenings, and I was super excited about last week's videos. It was just fun. So I'm going to talk about last week's videos and the videos that are coming up this next week and what I'm doing right now. So last week, we started off the week on Sunday, which I will do tomorrow as well, with the choices that I took out of the freezer for the freezer meat challenge. Now, granted, I only took a steak, but that's because I planned other recipes and we were also going to not be eating at home. So I only needed to take one thing out of the freezer for last week, and it was a steak, and it was really a nice steak. But anyway, so I did that, the freezer challenge on Sunday, and Linda from Linda's Pantry and I are doing this together. 6 months of no buying meat. We're pulling things out of our freezer, and it is amazing how much you have in there when you don't realize it. Like, it's been a month, and I don't think either one of us have really made a big dent at all in our freezers, which is awesome, because I think at the end of 6 months, I'm not even going to be halfway through. But it's going to be nice because I will have cycled things out and have room for new things. But I did do a recipe because we were going on a picnic with some friends, and I wanted to make this shrimp pasta salad, macaroni shrimp salad thing. It was my mother-in-law's recipe. Anyway, and I thought, oh man, I can't make that because I would have to go buy shrimp. But no. I went to my freezer and I dug around enough and I found 2 bags of the little tiny salad shrimp. So maybe I will do a recipe of that because that was like her thing. You know how they have like a recipe that's her thing? Well, that was my mother-in-law's thing, was the macaroni shrimp salad. It is really good. So maybe I'll do a recipe of that. But I almost thought I would have to buy. Well, I would not buy. I'm committed. I would have come up with something else to take to the picnic. Anyway, the other thing I made during the week was the home canned, using the chicken casserole that kind of uses home canned chicken. Brian says it tasted like chicken pot pie. Really good. Super good way to use your home canned items. And it was just yummy. So that was good. And that's kind of a recipe that I do all different kind of ways anyway. So that was cool. I did the little video also of the lady who gave us that beautiful thank you veteran coin at the car wash. That was so sweet. She was super emotional about it, and it was just a beautiful thing to have somebody just come up out of the blue and appreciate that. And a lot of you did not know that, but yes, I met Brian 42 years ago in the Navy. We met when we were corpsmen. He was an X-ray tech, and I was a corpsman on the maternity ward in Camp Pendleton. Marine Corps base, because we were working in the hospital there, so that was kind of cool. I'm looking at my notes, you know me. And then, I did on the last day of the month, I did the end of the month drawing. Lisa Landa won it, and yes, she has already received her $25 Amazon gift card. And the way that goes is, on the last day of each month, Linda or I, it's going to alternate, we will continue over the 6 months adding videos to this playlist. We each have the playlist. It has all the videos on it. And at the end of the month, we're going to draw from one of the videos. So we could still draw from the beginning. It doesn't matter. They're just going to keep going. So we will use a random picker to pick a video, and then a comment picker to pick a comment from those videos. So if you have not watched those previous videos, you're going to want to go back and watch them and comment. And comments can't just be like an emoji and the word hi. Literally has to be a comment, because we want to generate some real interaction and conversation about it. So it's kind of cool. So that was fun. And side note, when we do this drawing, you will email us and we will send a gift card to that email and reply to you that it has been sent. That is all the interaction you're going to have with us. If someone contacts you saying, oh, I need your mailing address, or I need more information, or you need to pay for shipping, no, contact us. Don't do it, because that's not a thing. And you got to kind of watch those things. People are always looking for a way to kind of get money from people. It's a bad thing. So keep your eyes out. Okay, so then the foil wrap dinner is what I did with the steak that I took out of the freezer. It was so good. And that's just like a classic. So many of you have commented, oh my gosh, I remember doing those. We did those at Scouts, or I did that with kids camping, or just as a meal. It's fun. And when you watch the video, kind of think about all the different ways you can use it. Like I did it with the classic Betty Crocker recipe card library recipe, but I've done it with chicken, with cream of chicken soup and potatoes and carrots or whatever. You could do, somebody said they used to do it with like a hamburger patty, and I remember doing those and putting the kind of a more beefy gravy on it, and it turned out more like a Salisbury steak. One of you said they do that and then they actually put it on rice instead of putting potatoes and stuff in there. It's a little extra work, but it still works. What else? Just good stuff. Like I like to do it with chicken a lot, so that's good. But you can just mix it up. You could put black beans in there with hamburger and taco seasoning and make kind of a taco foil wrap dinner. Just so good. So that was a fun one. Anyway, and I have that Betty Crocker recipe card library, but I also have so many cookbooks because I've gotten rid of like half my cookbooks, but I have tons of cookbooks because I read them like a book. I just saw FedEx dropping something off. That's kind of cool. I don't know what's coming, but FedEx is out there. So that's it for last week's videos. This week, coming up, I did a quick little thing. I was out working in the yard, and I heard something up the hill, the back hill. And I went up there, and Brian's up there on his knee scooter with his little scooper, scooping the dirt into the trench that we had to dig. It's all done now, but we had to dig it for our new water line. So I did a video on him. I could not believe he did that. He was just bored. I did a garden update because I'm so happy with my garden this year. It's just coming along beautifully. So I'm super happy with my garden, although I forgot to water my artichokes yesterday, so I need to go out today and water them. And I did, last week I mentioned that Snickers has a thing called a lick granuloma, and it's where a dog will get the front, usually one of the front two legs, and they'll start licking it, and it becomes a real problem. They'll lick it bald, and they'll lick it until it's raw, and it's because it's itching, and it's just this vicious cycle. So I know a lot of people don't have dogs that do that, whatever. But when I mentioned that, I had so many people comment and personally message me that they wanted the pattern for the thing I make for him because their dogs have this. So because the sizes are different, I did a video because it's based on the measurements of your dog. So I had to show that. So there will be a video on that. If you have a dog that has that, I just really hope this helps you because it's been a huge thing that's helped us with Snickers. So that's coming up. And I'm also going to have a video of mushrooms, canning mushrooms, because I need some on my shelves. And so that's what, as soon as I'm done talking to you here, I'm going to go in there and start canning mushrooms. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm canning mushrooms. A friend of ours is coming over with some pizza. We're going to have pizza later for kind of lunch, so that's going to be nice, and just hang out. And also I'm going to be working my kitchen over a couple of things. I want to try to make some, like, how can you say healthier cookies, but like in that Betty Crocker recipe card library, one of my very favorite of all time oatmeal cookie recipes is there. But I want to try to use whole wheat flour and like the baking Splenda or something, just to cut back on the sugar because I want to cut out sugar. So I'm going to have to do some experiment with that. But Brian likes cookies. I like cookies. My favorites are cookies and pie. But I'm going to make him some cookies. We're going to try some cookies with maybe whole wheat flour and some sort of an alternate sugar item. So that's what I'm working on today. And I need to make bread because we're out of bread. So that's that. That is last week, this week, and what I'm doing right now. And I hope this video finds you well and happy and having a beautiful day. Like our day outside is going to be amazing. I can tell the sun is up and it's just gorgeous out. So there's that. I'm going to get busy in the kitchen canning mushrooms. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.